Hey there, fellow motorcycle enthusiasts. Get ready to hit the streets in style and power in 2024 because we've got the ultimate motorcycle buyer's guide for you. In this video, we'll take you on a journey through the hottest and most exciting new street models hitting the market this year. From stunning designs to cutting-edge technology, we've scoured the globe to bring you the most thrilling street motorcycles that you'll want to add to your collection. Whether you're a seasoned rider or just getting started, this guide is packed with information to help you make the perfect choice. Here's a sneak peek at what you can expect. We'll provide in-depth reviews and walk-arounds of the latest models from renowned manufacturers like Aprilia, Can-Am, CF Moto, BMW, and more. Get up close and personal with these beauties. From engine power to handling and maneuverability, we'll break down the specs so you can choose the bike that matches your riding style. Discover the latest technological advancements, safety features, and rider assist systems that are making their way into the 2024 models. Learn how each motorcycle complements different riding experiences, from city commuting to long-haul touring. Find your perfect match. We've got options for every budget, so you don't have to break the bank to get your dream ride. Our experts will share their tips and insights on what to look for when shopping for your next motorcycle, ensuring you make a well-informed decision. So, if you're ready to make 2024 your year for two-wheeled adventures, don't miss this motorcycle buyer's guide. Subscribe, hit that notification bell, and stay tuned for all the thrilling content we've got in store for you. Riding season is upon us, and these new street models are calling your name. Let's make this the year you find your perfect ride. This 2024 Motorcycle Buyer's Guide highlights new or significantly updated street-legal models. As with previous buyer's guides, we will continually update this guide as new models are available, so be sure to like this channel and check back often. First in line, the all-new 2024 Aprilia RS457 is inspired by the RS660 and features a liquid-cooled parallel twin. The engine is presumably 457cc, but specifics have yet to be released by the company. However, Aprilia is claiming the DOHC 4 valves per cylinder engine cranks out 47 HP and has a dry weight of 350 lb. The Aprilia RS457 is equipped with throttle-by-wire, 3 ride modes, and a 41mm fork with 4.7 inches of travel and a rear shock with 5.1 inches of travel. Stopping power comes from a single radial mount 4-piston caliper pinching a 320mm disc up front, and a 1-piston caliper pinching a 220mm disc out back, and standard dual-mode ABS. An up-down quick shifter is available as an accessory. Next is the 2024 BMW CE02, aimed at a younger generation of city dwellers. The 2024 BMW CE02 is somewhere in between an electric bike and an electric scooter. The BMW CE02 comes in 2 variations, an 11 kWh 15 HP version and a 4 kWh 5 HP version, aimed to meet requirements for the AM driving license class, open to younger riders in Germany and other European countries. The CE02 comes standard with an external charger and a charging power of 0.9 kWh, and it can be charged using standard household sockets. It has 2 ride modes, an inverted telescopic fork with 4.6 inches of travel up front, and a single-sided swing arm and an adjustable shock absorber with 2.2 inches of travel in the rear. The Highline Options package, which includes the Cosmic Black 2 colorway with teal and white accents and graphics. The 2024 BMW F900 GS and GS Adventure bikes feature the parallel twin introduced in 2018 for the F850 GS, but it has been bumped up from 853cc to 895cc, features a 270-450 degree firing interval, and makes a claimed 105 HP. The updated GS models offer rain and road ride modes as standard, along with dynamic traction control DTC, cornering optimized ABS Pro, and the dynamic brake light, and the optional Pro ride modes. The bikes come with an adjustable gear shift lever as standard, and the F900 GS features a new foot brake lever in a higher position than its F850 GS predecessor, as well as lower foot pegs and a higher handlebar. Through various redesigns, the F900 GS is also nearly 19 pounds lighter than its predecessor. At the beginning of June, BMW released limited details on the newest model in its M lineup, the 2024 BMW M1000 XR. Powered by the 999cc inline-4 engine from the S1000RR with BMW ShiftCam technology for varying the timing and valve lift, the M1000 XR makes a claimed 200 HP and a top speed of around 174 mph. It shares the M brakes of the M1000RR and M1000R, as well as the M winglets, which create downforce for greater stability and reduced front wheel lift. Further information on the M1000 XR is expected in the second half of 2023. The 2024 BMW R12 9T is the successor to the R9T and shares many similarities with the R9T platform, but features updates and a more classic design. The bike has the same air oil-cooled two-cylinder 1000 boxer engine as the previous R9T, but with a more classic appearance than its predecessor, particularly with the tank shape, seat, and side covers. BMW claims the classic look and modular design also lends more freedom for individualization. The bike will also have a redesigned exhaust system, intake system, and front fender. More details about the BMW R12 9T, including price and specifications, are expected in the second half of 2023. The 2024 BMW R1300 GS is a rebranding of the company's top-selling model as a result of a displacement increase from 1/254C key to 1/300cc. The bike still features the signature opposed Boxer Twin, but it now makes a claimed 145 HP and 110 lb-ft of torque, up from 136 HP and 105 lb-ft on the R1250 GS. The R1300 GS is also 26 lb lighter than its predecessor. Other changes include the relocation of the 6-speed gearbox under the engine, as well as a revision of the entire chassis. The former tubular steel bridge mainframe has been replaced by a new steel sheet metal mainframe, and in place of the tubular steel subframe is a die-cast aluminum unit. Suspension consists of the new front Evo telelever and rear Evo paralever, and the optional dynamic ESA, electronic suspension adjustment, has been updated as well. In terms of styling, the 2024 BMW R1300 GS has replaced the signature asymmetrical headlight with a new centralized LED headlight surrounded by an X-shaped matrix of 4 LED running lights, and it has a sharper beak, a flatter tank, and a slimmer tail section. The bike has 3 wheel options, all in 19 3.0-inch front and 17 4.5-inch rear sizes. The 2024 BMW R18 Roctane is the 5th member of the R18 family. It features the same 1/802cc big boxer opposed twin as its siblings, as well as the same braking and suspension systems, with 4 piston calipers biting dual 300mm discs up front and a single 300mm disc in the rear, and a 49mm telescopic fork and central rear shock with travel-dependent damping, adjustable spring preload, and 4/7 3.5 inches of travel front-rear. The Roctane sets itself apart from the other R18s with a blacked-out engine and drivetrain, a dark chrome exhaust, a black mid-rise handlebar, the instrument cluster incorporated into the top of the metal headlight nacelle, and a larger 21-inch front wheel, as well as other varying dimensions. The 2024 BMW R18 Roctane will come in Black Storm Metallic, Mineral Gray Metallic Matte, and Manhattan Metallic Matte. At the annual Club BRP event in August 2022, Can-Am unveiled 2 all-new, all-electric motorcycles, the Origin Dual Sport and the Pulse Roadster, below. Detailed specs won't be provided until mid-2023 at Can-Am's 50th anniversary celebration. But both will be powered by BRP's all-new proprietary Rotax e-Power technology, said to provide highway-worthy speeds with plenty of horsepower and torque. The Can-Am Origin has rally-style bodywork, fork guards, and spoked wheels, in diameters that appear to be 21 inches in front and 18 inches out back. common sizes for off-road tires. The final drive is enclosed, and Can-Am reps would not reveal whether power is sent to the rear wheel via chain, used on nearly all dual sports, or belt, used on many production electric bikes. The Can-Am Pulse has the muscular stance of a street fighter, with racy-looking cast wheels, shod with sport bike rubber, and a sculpted tank that keeps the bike's profile in line with conventional gas-powered motorcycles. The Origin Dual Sport, above, and Pulse Roadster share key design elements: distinctive LED headlights, large TFT displays, edgy white and gray bodywork, a bright yellow panel covering their battery packs, inverted forks, single-sided swing arms, single-disc brakes front and rear, and solo seats. Rear cowls may cover pillion seats. Passenger foot pegs are not visible on either machine, but production versions will likely have passenger accommodations. At the 2023 Club BRP event, the parent company of Can-Am announced that all new Can-Am Spyder F3 and RT models will be equipped with a new 10.25-inch color touchscreen with Apple CarPlay. All F3 models will also receive updated LED headlights, with specific F3 models receiving other styling and color updates. The Spyder RT Sea to Sky, Can-Am's top-of-the-line luxury touring model, will also receive updates to its color scheme. The 2024 CF Moto 450NK naked sport bike joins the previously released 450SS and features the same liquid-cooled 449cc parallel twin with DOHC and 4 valves per cylinder and a 270 crank, all working together for a claimed 50 HP at 9,500 RPM and 28.8 lb-ft of torque at 7,600 RPM, and mated to a 6-speed gearbox and slip-assist clutch. Both bikes also share the same suspension and braking specs, although the 450NK uses JSRIDES components. Compared to its stablemate, the 450NK comes in with a slightly longer wheelbase, 53.9 inches, a slightly higher seat height, 31.3 inches, and at a trim 364 lb, it's 6 pounds lighter than the SS. The 2024 CF Moto 450NK comes in Nebula White and Zephyr Blue. Another new naked sport bike in the CF Moto lineup, the 2024 CF Moto 800NK, is built on the same platform as the CF Moto Ibex 800T and Ibex 800S, with a liquid-cooled 799cc parallel twin with DOHC and 4 valves per cylinder that makes a claimed 100 HP at 9,500 RPM and 60 lb-ft of torque at 8,000 RPM. All 3 models have a 6-speed gearbox, throttle-by-wire, and a slip-assist clutch. But the 800NK adds a street ride mode in addition to the sport and rain modes found on the Ibex 800 models. The 800NK has fully adjustable KYB suspension and the same JSRIDES components as its stablemates, with radial mount 4-piston calipers biting dual 320mm discs up front and a 2-piston floating caliper pinching a single 260mm disc in the rear. ABS is standard, seat height is 31.5 inches, and with a 4-gal fuel tank, the bike comes in with a curb weight of 417 lb. The 22UC4 CF Moto 800NK will come in Nebula Black or Zircon White. Formerly just the one model, the 2024 CF Moto Papio CL and Papio SS are designed to appeal to different types of buyers. CF Moto says the CL has scrambler roots and is more geared toward playing the dirt, while the SS has a retro racing look. Both bikes feature an air-cooled, fuel-injected 126cc single, making 9.4 HP. But the peak comes a little sooner than the 2023 model, 8,150 RPM versus 8,500, and the torque is slightly higher at 6.8 lb-ft compared to 6.5 lb-ft on the 2023 model. The engine is mated to a 6-speed gearbox, which is a unique feature in this segment. Both bikes ride on the same suspension and braking as their predecessor, and they both ride on 12-inch 3-spoke aluminum alloy wheels, with the CL tires sporting a more chunky tread pattern than the SS. The CL also has a higher handlebar and lower foot pegs to suit its purpose, while the SS has clip-on handlebars, a quarter fairing, and a lower belly pan. The 2024 Papio CL comes in Nebula Black or Galaxy Gray, and the Papio SS comes in Magma Red, Nebula White, or Moss Green. The 2024 Honda ADV 160 toots a new, larger displacement liquid, cooled 107cc single-cylinder engine designed to improve performance and reduce emissions. It has Showa suspension, front and back, a front disc brake with ABS, and a rear drum brake. Also incorporated are updates that Honda says are aimed at boosting comfort and convenience. The 2024 Honda ADV 160 will be available in Julie and will come in red metallic or pearl smoky gray. The 2024 Honda Shadow Phantom still features the liquid-cooled 745cc 52-degree V-twin, 5-speed transmission, and shaft final drive, but sees several updates to styling both in form and function. A rear disc brake replaces the previous drum brake. Front travel has increased from 4.6 inches to 5.1 inches. The seat height dropped slightly, and Honda shaved 6 pounds off the curb weight for a total of 543 lb. There is also a new ABS version of the bike. The 2024 Honda Shadow Phantom comes in deep pearl gray metallic or orange metallic. The 2024 Honda Shadow Aero shares the same engine, drivetrain, braking, and rear suspension and travel, with front travel stretched out another 0.4 of an inch, which is also the bump in seat height, as well as a slightly smaller tank and an overall curb weight of 560 lb. On the 2024 Honda Shadow Aero, black has replaced the ultra blue metallic colorway. After a brief 2-year run in the US in the late 80s, the middleweight adventure bike that has remained popular in Europe for nearly 40 years has returned to the US market. The 2024 Honda XL750 Transalp features a new liquid-cooled 745cc parallel, twin with Honda's Unicam design, 4 valves per cylinder, and 270-degree crank. It has a 6-speed gearbox, throttle-by-wire, a slip-assist clutch, and a standard quick shifter. The bike comes with 5 ride modes: Sport, Standard, Rain, Gravel, and Rider Customizable, as well as Honda Selectable Torque Control, HSTC. Suspension is largely the same as the original model, but for stopping power, the rear drum has been replaced by a disc, and there are now 2 discs up front instead of just 1. ABS is standard and can be turned off at the rear wheel. The 2024 Honda XL750 Transalp will be available in October in matte black metallic. Harkening back to the ZL900 Eliminator introduced in 1985, the 2024 Kawasaki Eliminator returns to its sport bike-powered roots, with a liquid-cooled 455cc parallel twin engine adapted from the Ninja 400. A 6.8-meter longer stroke helps create strong low-end torque. The engine is modded to a 6-speed gearbox and a slip-assist clutch. The bike has a 41mm telescopic front fork and dual rear shocks, providing 4.7, 3.5 inches of travel front rear, and stopping power comes from a 2-piston caliper, clamping on a 3-10-meter semi-floating pedal, front brake disc, and 220 pedal disc in the rear. Several aspects of the Eliminator's styling pay homage to its namesake, including the taillight, a tail cowl with its own added design twist, and a round headlight, now with a modern LED lamp with dual high-low beam chambers and position lamps. Kawasaki is also offering the 2024 Kawasaki Eliminator SE, which adds several features to the standard model, including ABS, a headlight cowl reminiscent of those found on the original Eliminator SE models, a USB-C outlet, and a seat featuring dual-pattern seat leather and stitching along the top edge. The Eliminator comes in Pearl Robotic White or Pearl Storm Gray, and the Eliminator SE ABS comes in Candy Steel Furnace Orange Ebony. Both the 2024 Kawasaki KLX 300 Dual Sport and the 2024 Kawasaki KLX 300 SM Supermoto are powered by a 292cc DOHC liquid-cooled 4-valve fuel-injected single borrowed from the KLX 300R off-road bike. The KLX 300 is the more off-road capable of the two models and features a 21-inch front wheel and 18-inch rear wheel with Dunlop dual-purpose tires. The bike has 10 inches of travel up front and 9.1 inches in the rear. From a style perspective, the KLX 300 gets a newly designed front cowl and front fender, a new LED headlight, and an LED taillight tucked into the rear fender. Kawasaki also gave the KLX 300 a two-tone seat cover for 2024. The road-oriented KLX 300 SM differs from its stablemate in 17-inch front and rear wheels, a 300mm front brake disc, and a shorter seat height of 33.9 inches, among other features. Updates to the Kawasaki KLX 300 SM are similar to those of the KLX 300, included updated fenders, the compact LED headlight, and a new taillight. The KLX 300 SM also receives the two-tone seat. The 2024 Kawasaki KLX 300 will be available in lime green and battle gray for $6,199 and the Cypher Camo Gray colorway. The 2024 Kawasaki KLX 300 SM will be available in battle gray and phantom blue. The 2024 Kawasaki Ninja E1 ABS and Z E1 ABS are powered by a 5.0 kW electric motor, which generates a claimed 29.7 lb-ft of torque and a top speed of 55 mph. They come with two lithium-ion battery packs with a range of 41 miles and a 0-100% charge time of 3.7 hours. Both bikes have a 41mm fork, a Unitrack shock with adjustable spring preload, and single 290mm discs with dual piston calipers front and rear. The Ninja E1 weighs in at 308.7 lb and the ZE1 weighs 297.7 lb. Both bikes come in a metallic bright silver, metallic matte lime green, ebony colorway. The 2024 Kawasaki Ninja ZX6R Supersport has a 636cc liquid-cooled inline four-cylinder with DOHC with revised cam profiles for better low RPM performance and cleaner emissions, and a reshaped intake funnel for a claimed increase in low to mid RPM performance. Kawasaki also upgraded the dual 310mm front discs and single 200mm rear disc, replacing the previous pedal-style rotors with round discs. Also new are the Pirelli Diablo Rosso 4 tires. The ABS unit has been updated for better control, and new ride modes have been added, including Sport, Road, and Rain, along with a customizable rider mode in which each system can be set independently. The bike also has a new 4.3-inch full-color TFT display with smartphone connectivity, as well as new styling inspired by the Ninja ZX-10R. The Ninja ZX-6R is available in 3 color schemes: metallic flat spark black, ebony, pearl robotic white, metallic graphite gray, and the KRT edition in lime green ebony. The 2024 Kawasaki Z650 ABS returns with a 649cc parallel twin, a slip assist clutch, a trellis frame, a telescopic front fork, a horizontal backlink rear shock, and standard ABS. However, the 2024 model has been updated with the addition of 3-mode Kawasaki traction control, KTRC. The 2024 Kawasaki Z650 RS ABS is available in ebony, metallic matte carbon gray. Based on the 890 Adventure R, the 2024 KTM 890 Adventure R Rally has the same 889cc LC8C parallel twin that made 90 HP at 8,200 RPM and 62 lb-ft of torque at 6,200 RPM at the rear wheel when we last tested it in 2021. Suspension is the biggest upgrade on the bike. It's equipped with a fully adjustable WP Explore Pro components, offering 10.6 inches of travel front and rear, which is 1.2 inches more than the standard 890 Adventure R. The Rally has motorcycle traction control, ABS with road and off-road modes, and 3 standard ride modes: street, off-road, and rain. And the Tech Pack adds even more bells and whistles. Graphics on the 2024 KTM 890 Adventure R Rally are inspired by KTM's factory racing team, and it comes with a dedicated rally seat and rally foot pegs, as well as extra protection. Only 700 bikes will be available worldwide. The 2024 Moto Guzzi V7 Stone Corsa marks a return to the V7's classic sportiness with modern amenities. It features an air-cooled 853cc 90-degree flying V-twin with 2 valves per cylinder that makes a claimed 65 HP at 6,800 RPM and 54 lb-ft of torque at 5,000 RPM. It has a non-adjustable 40mm fork, dual preload, adjustable shocks, and has Brembo brakes, with a 4-piston caliper squeezing a 320mm disc in front and a 2-piston caliper squeezing a 260mm disc out back. In addition to the flowing lines of the two-tone livery, the equipment package further elevates the V7 Stone Corsa's aesthetics and performance, with bar-end mirrors, a black anodized billet aluminum fuel cap, and a distinctive plate on the handlebar clamp, denoting the Corsa's special status. The fork gaiters found on the standard V7 Stone have been removed to give the V7 Stone Corsa a sleeker appearance. The 2024 Suzuki Hayabusa returns with the liquid-cooled 1340C transverse inline 4 with DOHC and 4 valves per cylinder, mated to a 6-speed gearbox, ride-by-wire, the Suzuki Intelligent Ride System with electronic rider aids, including cruise control and the 3-mode bi-directional quick shifter system, and 3 preset and 3 customizable ride modes, among a host of other features. It has KYB suspension and Brembo Stylema and Nissan brake components, and ABS is standard. Specific to the 25th anniversary model are 25th anniversary emblems and logos and raised Suzuki logos, as well as other styling and design choices specific to this model. The 25th anniversary model Hayabusa comes in the glass blaze orange and glass sparkle black color combination, reminiscent of one of the most popular Gen 2 models' color palettes, also set off with special V-shaped red graphic. The 25th anniversary Hayabusa will be arriving at dealerships late summer. Pricing has not yet been announced. The 2024 Suzuki V-Strom 800 and 800 touring models are based on the engine and chassis of the V-Strom 800DE, which was just introduced last year. However, the new models have a more street-oriented focus. Both news bikes feature the new generation 776cc parallel twin with DOHC and a 270-degree crankshaft, throttle-by-wire, a bi-directional quick shifter, and the Suzuki Clutch Assist System, SKAS. Suspension is provided by a new 43mm Showa SFF BP, separate function fork, big piston, inverted front fork, and a gas-charged Showa rear shock with a remote hand-operated hydraulic spring preload adjuster. Stopping power has been up-ped over the 2023 V-Strom 800DE, still with dual 3 to 10mm front discs, but with 4 piston calipers instead of 2 piston. ABS is standard, with 2 levels of interventions, as is drive mode selector and traction control system, both of which have 3 modes, and the easy start and low RPM assist systems. Both new models have a lower seat height and handlebar position than the 800DE. The V-Strom 800 Touring includes a 35-liter top case and standard handguards. The 2024 Suzuki V-Strom 800 comes in metallic matte steel green, and the V-Strom 800 Touring will come in glass sparkle black. The all-new 2024 Triumph Scrambler 400X will feature Triumph's new single-cylinder, 4-valve, liquid-cooled engine, making a claimed 39.5 HP at 8,000 RPM and 27.7 lb-ft of torque at 6,500 RPM, and mated to a 6-speed gearbox, a slip-assist clutch, and chain final drive. The Scrambler 400X also has throttle-by-wire, switchable traction control, and switchable Bosch dual-channel ABS. The Scrambler 400X features a 55-inch wheelbase, 5.9 inches of travel suspension front and rear, a 19-inch front wheel, and a wide handlebar to provide greater stability and control when reading on looser surfaces, as well as Scrambler-style protection for both the bike and the rider. The Scrambler 400X is available in 3 two-tone color schemes, each featuring Triumph's distinctive Scrambler tank stripe and triangle badge. Matty Khaki Green and Fusion White, Carnival Red and Phantom Black and Silver Ice options. Pricing has not yet been announced. The 2024 Triumph Scrambler 1200X and XE feature the same liquid-cooled 1200cc parallel twin with SOHC and a 270-degree crankshaft as the previous 1200XC and XE. However, the X is replacing the outgoing XC as a more accessible model than its predecessor, and the XE has been updated to be more off-road ready. Triumph says the peak power and torque now arrive slightly earlier in the rev range than previous models, and a new single 50mm throttle body and revised exhaust headers deliver improved flow and a broader spread of torque through the upper rev range. For suspension, Triumph has moved away from the Showa and Öhlins suspension and is now using Marzocchi components on both bikes, which offers 6.7 inches of travel front and back on the X and 9.8 inches on the XE. Reduced travel on the X has allowed for a lower seat height, which Triumph says was a common request from customers, and is now 32.3 inches or 31.3 inches with the accessory low seat. Both bikes have side-laced stainless steel wire-spoked wheels, 21 inches in front, 17 in the rear, with aluminum rims shod with tubeless Metzeler tires, road-focused, dual-purpose Karoo Street on the X and Metzeler Tourance on the XE, and other chassis differences on the SE make it more suitable for off-road use. Both bigbikes are expected to arrive at dealers in February 2024. The 2024 Triumph Scrambler 200X will be available in Carnival Red, Ash Gray, or Sapphire Black starting at $13,595. The Scrambler 1200XE will be available in Phantom Black and Storm Gray, which features red accents, the new Baja Orange Phantom Black, or the popular Sapphire Black. Similar to its Scrambler 400X stablemate above, the 2024 Triumph Speed 400 features the new single-cylinder, 4-valve, liquid-cooled engine, making a claimed 39.5 HP at 8,000 RPM and 27.7 lb-ft of torque at 6,500 RPM, and mated to a 6-speed gearbox, a slip-assist clutch, and chain-final drive. The Speed 400 also has throttle-by-wire switchable traction control and Bosch dual-channel ABS, which can be switched off on the Scrambler 400X. The Speed 400 has an accessible seat height of 31 inches, a 43mm inverted fork offering 5.5 inches of travel, a monoshock rear suspension unit giving 5.1 inches of travel, and lightweight 17-inch wheels. Stopping power comes from a 4-piston radial front brake caliper, with a 300mm front disc and braided lines, and a floating caliper and 230mm disc in the rear. The 2024 Triumph Street 77765 range includes the Street 77765R, Street 77765RS, and Limited Run Moto 2 Edition, which Triumph says is the closest you can get to a Moto 2 race bike for the road. All three models will still feature a liquid-cooled 765cc inline triple, which was bumped up from 675C with the 2017 Street Triple lineup. But Triumph says engine upgrades derived directly from the Moto2 race engine program have resulted in a significant step up in performance in the range. The engine on the Street Triple R now makes a claimed 118 HP and 59 lb-ft of torque at 9,500 RPM. The Street Triple RS and Moto2 take it up another notch, making 128 HP. Other updates include new technology, high-specification components, an updated chassis, and more. The Street 77765R will be available in two colorways: Silver Ice with Storm Gray and Yellow graphics, or Crystal White with Storm Gray and Lithium Flame graphics. The Street 77765RS will start at $12,595 and have three schemes: Silver Ice with Baja Orange and Storm Gray graphics, Carnival Red with Carbon Black and Aluminum Silver graphics, or Cosmic Yellow with Carbon Black and Aluminum Silver graphics. Finally, the Moto2 edition will start at $15,395 and comes in two race-derived liveries: Triumph Racing yellow with an aluminum silver rear subframe, or crystal white with Triumph Racing yellow rear subframe. The official Moto2 branding will appear on the tank, wheel, tail unit, and silencer. The 2024 Yamaha Tenere 700 returns with a liquid-cooled 689cc inline twin derived from the MT-07 naked sport bike that features Yamaha's cross-plane crankshaft concept, 270-degree crank. It rides on fully adjustable suspension with 8.3 inches of travel up front and 7.9 inches in the rear. It has a 34.4-inch seat height, 9.4 inches of ground clearance, and a wet weight of 452 lb. For stopping power, the Tenere 700 still has dual 282mm discs up front and a single 245mm disc in the rear. But a new feature for 2024 is the addition of a new ABS mode. Instead of the previous model's on-off ABS selection, the new model now features 3-mode selectable ABS, allowing riders to choose their preferred level of braking intervention. Other updates include a new 5-inch color TFT display, new front and rear LED turn signals, and pre-wiring for the installation of Yamaha's accessory quick shifter. The 2024 Yamaha Tenere 700 will be available in either Team Yamaha Blue or Shadow Gray. The 2024 Yamaha Tracer 9 GT Plus features a liquid-cooled cross-plane crankshaft 890cc CP3 inline triple. When we tested the 2021 Yamaha Tracer 9 GT, it produced 108 HP at 10,000 RPM and 63 lb-ft of torque QE at the rear wheel on Jet Tuning's dyno. 4 integrated ride modes, Sport, Street, Rain, and Custom, have unique throttle response maps and level presets for TCS, SCS, LF, and semi-active suspension. Topping the list of updates on the 2024 Yamaha Tracer 9 GT Plus are innovative electronic rider aids, including adaptive cruise control and a radar-linked unified brake system, which are enabled by a new millimeter wave radar unit that constantly measures distance to vehicles ahead. The bike also features the next generation of the KYB Actomatic Damper System, KADS, electronically controlled suspension, an updated quick shifter, and a new 7-inch TFT display, which replaces the pair of 3.5-inch displays on the previous model. Available in a storm gray two-tone colorway. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and until next time, keep the rubber side down and the throttle wide open. Ride safe.